Ops. Well, previously on Policenauts, we drank all the soy milk, ate all the salad, and then we lied down and refused to elaborate. Oh, I'm cooked. Well, actually, that's not what happened. But let's go over the summary. Jonathan searches for Kenzo Hojo at the request of his ex-wife Lorraine. It seems his work with K9 got him involved in something much bigger. Jonathan and Ed meet a man going by the name 9 Stars, who says the truth behind K9 is described in a CD Hojo had. They return to Hojo's house in search of it. Well, not yet they haven't. We're still at the museum. But, anyway, there's nothing else for us to do at the museum. But at long last, we are going to finally experience the consequences of Jonathan's own actions. Or rather, more like Jonathan is finally going to experience the consequences of his own actions. And they will be all fully deserved. So, let us go back to the Coral Hall. Also, just a reminder, just remember this thing. It's a fossilized coral reef. It's the main attraction in the hall here. This is the only place on Beyond you can see a coral reef. But more importantly, is there a glossary term on the coral reef? No, there isn't. Well, this thing is important. We'll see why later. Well, we've got no choice but to trust what he told us. How about we get over to Hojo's house and look for that CD? No sign of him. Whoever he is, we better keep a closer eye on Tokugawa. I'll get Meryl and Dave on it. Let's drive. First stop is Hojo's house. Let's go see Karen. You think that's where it'll be?
Hojo家だ、ジョナサン。タレコミ屋が言っていた CD ロムを探そう。ジョナサン、腹の調子が悪いのか？ああ、ミルクを飲みすぎたらしい。我慢できるか？大丈夫だ。
I forgot to mention they omitted it from the console versions, but remember how in Snatcher they had those talking portraits? Like when there was voice dialogue? The PC-98 version had those. And Jonathan had a funny face when his stomach was starting to hurt. Let me see if I can... Let's see if I can put it up. Jonathan with tummy problems. Poor Jonathan. Should not have had so much milk. Soy milk, even. Mm. Why am I even putting it in my YouTube studio? I can just put it here. Right there. Poor Jonathan. I'll just leave it right on, right on top of the rotating Kojima. And I'll just leave that for the duration of his tummy problem adventure. Like and yeah, it's animated too. He doesn't just make that still face, but he's in great discomfort. And let's ring the doorbell. You ready? I'll ring the doorbell. Oh, Jonathan, Ed, come on in. Watch your step. Yeah, we don't want to splash your. What is it, Jonathan?
実
Well,
は借りたいものがあるんだ。
ええ、何？
well, turn. Yeah. Ask about. I mean, diarrhea is an unusual event, but let's just ask her anyway. It's probably not. This is probably something else. There was a call from a woman saying my dad had borrowed a CD from her. When I told her I didn't know about it, she hung up. She asked for a CD? Time's a little too convenient. It was a woman? Do you have the call data? No, it was encrypted. Plus it was a voice-only call. It was? That's what people tend to do if they've got some ulterior motive. I wouldn't call this coincidence. You think they found out about it? You better find out before they do. We have a question for you. What does your family crest look like? Your Kamon. Come on. Ron or Kamon? The traditional Hojo crest is three triangles arranged in a larger triangle. Why you ask? We found a Tokugawa used family crest for an employee passbook system. See, you're wrong. I've never seen one here. All we have are music CDs. Yeah, remember. Let's go take a look. I'm worried about that phone call. Well, let's take a look. And yeah, the PC98 version of the game is actually much higher resolution than the console versions, but the console versions are completely redrawn too. You want to listen to some music? No, we didn't come here for no sound test. The CD the information was the CD the informant was talking about should be here. Which one was it again? Try to remember. It was definitely here. Well, remember when we were here, there was a CD that didn't play music? It was this one. Let's look at it. There's no title on this one anywhere. It was just a bunch of noise too. This symbol is the Hojo family crest. This is what the informant was talking about. Let's play it. Can we listen to this? Sure, go ahead.
エド、 これだ。これが CD ロムに違いない。ほら、見てみろ。ケースの表面に家紋が書いてある。
北条家の家紋だわ。どういう意味かしら。
カレンさん、これを少し貸してもらえないかな。
ええ、どうぞ。役立つのなら。
よし、これを持って徳川製薬へ急ごう。社員 ID の家紋表も見たことだしな。これで ID チェックはパスできるだろう。
Well, before we leave, let's go upstairs. Because, well, this, remember this thing? This is important, so I'm gonna... The Hojo crystals on there too, but that's not the actual crystal family uses. This is what the informant was talking about. Let's be sure and study these. Let's try to remember these. So this is Saito's. And this is obviously Tokugawa's. This is Maeda. Ishida. Okay, so it's Saito, Tokugawa, Maeda, Ishida. I'm not gonna remember these very easily. Asai. So I'm probably gonna take a screenshot and write it down. Alternatively, these are real crests, so I can always just look them up on Google. The Katori clan. And this is Hojo. And this is Sasaki. So, yeah. I probably should have done this ahead of time, but I'm gonna do this right now. Let's load up for... So, just for my own reference. Oh. Saito, Tokugawa, Maeda. Yeah, I forgot some of these already. No, I don't want to walk away. Asai. This is Katori. The Triforce looking one is Hojo. I know that, it probably has crossed your mind that it looks like a Triforce from a certain, Nintendo game, but, I didn't want to say anything because that's too obvious. Sasaki. Well, we're gonna change the tummy problems, Jonathan, to the crust when we get there. Actually, Sasuke is the only Genji fan. No, it was Sasuke's. Apparently the actual one has 4 squares. 4 squares, not 3. Wonder why. Well, for the purpose of the game, we're gonna try to use these ones. Okay. I think we have everything we need here. IGP, we are experiencing the consequences of Jonathan's actions, finally. It's finally come to roost. Karen, I'll find your father, I promise. I believe you, Jonathan. I'll put my feelings about you behind me for now. You can count on me for help. You look like something's bothering you. Oh, of course. Yeah? Must be your imagination. Oh, well, see ya. Something is definitely bothering Jonathan. He's had too much soy milk. Let's drive. The next place we should visit is Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. So let us go to Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals.
徳川製薬のパソコンを拝借しよう。
うまく忍び込めればな。
徳川製薬に着いたぞ。よかった。誰もいないみたいだ。
こんな時間まで会社で残業してるやつなんかいないぜ。
そうとは限らん。日本系企業はそれで当たり前なんだ。24時間体制で働いてる。
じゃあ今日は
ビヨンド30周年記念の準備で休みなんだろう。
まあいい。早く作業を済ませちまおう。
ジョナサン、北条の CD ロムをロードするだけだぞ。絶対に無茶はするな。
分かってる。長いはしないさ。
どうした？腹が鳴ったぞ。
いや、なんでもない。
Yeah. And you're listening, you can hear his stomach growl too. He's having problems. Johnny, Sasuke, and Gran. Maybe he's the guard and Shadow Mose is that the guard Snake Cell. Let's go inside. Go check the door. I'd be surprised if it's open at this time of night. We can go inside anytime with Hojo's ID.
いいか、ジョナサン。徳川の連中にこんなところ見つかるとことだぞ。どう見ても不法侵入だ。
見つからなければ問題はない。だろ？
昔、そういうセリフ何度か聞いて失敗しなかったが。
じゃ、エドはここにいろ。
わかった。行こう。お前を野放しにする方が危ないからな。フロントだ。ガードマンはいないぞ。
Yeah, the car's not here. Just remember there's a surveillance camera here. Don't step in front of the camera. They'd have proof we broke in here. Pictures of me never turn out well. You really are one psycho son of a bitch, you know that? This is the room Hojo worked from. I don't see anyone inside. That's the door leading to a back area. They've built it pretty tough. The tighter the security, the more you want to see inside. That's the lock system for this back door. You can't use Hojo's ID on it. So let's go inside the DDS room. Try Hojo's code on the door.
よし、ロックシステムに ID を差し込んでみよう。ID を差し込んで、よし、開いたぞ。入ろう。DDS ルームだ。暗いな。
早いとこ例の CD ロムをロードしちまおうぜ。
そうだな。俺もこういうところは苦手なんだ。
エド、見ろ。端末がなくなってる。
なんてことだ。危険を冒して忍び込んだのに。
そういえばどっかにも同じ T ギア99があったな。
そうだ、あそこへ急ごう。
If Sea Gear 99 was here. It looked like it was sitting here when we were last here, now it's gone. Let's look at the whiteboard.
あれ、ホワイトボードが消されてるぞ。
誰かが意図的に消したんだろうか。手がかりを隠蔽するために。
そういえば机の上にあった北条の 2D 写真もなくなってる。
This is sounding suspicious. Hojo's stuff is gone, his writing is gone, his notes are gone. Somebody has definitely been in this room, and it's somebody who wants us to not find out about this case. That is quite suspicious. Let's leave. Oh, can we actually access the back room? Think this will open Hojo's part? I doubt it. The security is several levels higher than the DDS room. Oh, then I guess we cannot go in. Let's leave. We're outside Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Well, we gotta use a T-Gear 99 somewhere. And we saw one at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, but there's another place we saw it. BCCH. The hospital. Let's visit the hospital. Let's get over to BCCH and try the pharmacy's computer. Hospitals are bad enough during the day. We don't have a choice. This can't wait.
BCCH に着いたぞ。この時間だ。診察はしていないようだ。本当に大丈夫か？
ああ、なんとか。
Poor Jonathan. His tummy is fighting now. Sure is quiet. Everyone's probably asleep by now. The door is open. We can enter through here. How can something like this happen with a place supposedly run by a computer? It's not going to get better on its own. Well, let's go inside.
いいか、病院へ入るぞ。
令状もないんだ。見つかると大事だ。気をつけるんだぞ。
もし見つかっても大丈夫だ。
どうして？
エド、どっか具合の悪いところあるだろ？この際だから見てもらえ。
入院するくらいなら捕まった方がマシだよ。ジョナさん、腹の具合悪いんだろ？見てもらったらどうだ？
大きなお世話だ。さあ、エド、行くぞ。
Shots fired.
BCCH のロビーだ。誰もいないな。
その方がいろいろと都合がいい。
こんな時間に捜査の許可が出るとは思えんしな。
Well, reception's closed. It's dark. The lights at reception are off. There's no one outside. It's a direction board. Its lights are off. You know, I get the feeling the place is closed. Only the main lobby. The hospital runs 24 hours a day like any other. The rest of the place is still operating like normal. Well, we have some serious explaining to do if we wandered into the wrong area. Of course they're operating 24/7. By one day.
薬局には理事長室を通らないといけなかったな。
クリスには悪いが、無断で入るしかない。
よし、行こ
う。その前にトイレ行ってもいいか？
トイレ？ああ、くれぐれも見つからんようにな。
ああ、やってみる。
俺はここにいる。思う存分出してこい。
なんとか復活した。
よし、行こうか。
クリス
さん、いたんですか？
ちょっと残業してたものだから。それよりもどうしたの？こんな時間に。もしかして不法侵入？
申し訳ない、クリスさん。
どうしても調べたいことがあったもんで。それに扉が開いてた。
理由はどうあれ、これはやりすぎね。
クリスさん、どうか署には通報しないでください。お願いです。
そうはいかないのよね、経営者としては。
クリス、こんなことがゲイツに知れたらますます立場が悪くなる。
本当に黙って侵入したりしてすいませんでした。
そうね。私に捜査の立ち会いをさせてくれるなら許してあげようかな。
本当？
ちょっと私も興味あるのよね、こういうのって。推理小説みたいでしょ？
わかりました。じゃあクリスさん、捜査に立ち会ってもらえますか
？Well, for starters, we can always talk. She's a doctor, so let's just... Yeah, sure, let's touch her boobs since we're here. Hold still, there's a fly on you now. I'm sure she believes you. Oh, brother. Oh, she's bigger than the stewardess. Not quite as big as the Tokugawa receptionist, though. The receptionist here has some competition. I don't know why I was allowed to do that, but... Anyway. Sorry we tried to sneak in here like this, Chris. There's something we just had to check. Jonathan making a tier list. Yeah, you told me. So what's going on? I'm sorry, Chris. I just had to see you. I can't stop thinking about you. You expect me to believe that? Sorry, Chris, truly. We really are sorry. Not shouldn't do things like this, we know, but... It's alright, you don't have to keep apologizing. I'll help you. I can think of other things I wouldn't mind an apology for. Like, I don't know, your little game of peekaboo. Sorry about that. Cops definitely shouldn't be doing things like that either. I'm not a cop. Don't even try it, police not. Well, Chris, this doesn't have to do with anything else, but what is it? Say you've got a sore stomach. In what way? Well, he's got diarrhea, basically. Hello, Sharpio. This is Policenauts. This is an adventure game by Hideo Kojima. And yes, I know Death Stranding 2 comes out in like a few days, just in a few days, and I'm excited about it, but I don't know if I'll stream it. You have diarrhea? You and your big fat mouth. Let me take a look at you. No, it's not diarrhea. Sorry for bringing it up. Forget about it. We can't further elaborate on the diarrhea problem.
実は CD ロムをロードしたいんだが、ここに徳川の T ギア99は
T ギア99は徳川グループ独自のネットワークコンピューターの端末よ。この病院のコンピューターとは異なるわ。そうね、でも薬局にならあるわ。石田が薬の管理を徳川とネットでつないで行ってたから。
閉めた。これでやっとロードできる。
We definitely have one in the pharmacy. Well, let's go and have a look at the T099.
T ギア99を使わせてほしいんだが。
大至急重要なことなんだ。
そう。捜査令状か何かある？
もちろんない。
そうあっさり言われると。わかったわ。私見なかったことにするわ。
ありがとう、クリス。
いいのよ。私あなたたちを見てると昔の頃を思い出して、ずっと昔のこと。さ、ついてきて。ロックを解除するわ。さあ、薬局よ。石田はいないわ。
ジョナさん、CD ロムを早くロードしよう。
Well, before we do that, there was an Easter egg I missed here because Ishida was here and he blocked it. Good thing we got Chris on our side. So let's look at this. Ishida was blocking this calendar. Let's take a look at it. Of all it's a calendar. Wait, the year on this is 2047. That's 7 years from now. Oh, he told me he got a prize. He got that as a prize from somewhere. I don't know the details, but apparently if you mailed in these tokens, this company would send you that or some other prize. That's right, I think it had to do with some video game. Yeah, that crowd does this kind of thing a lot. Collect all the tokens in a set and they give you stuff in return. Why do you think it's for 2047? An attempt at postmodern art? Hey, check out the guy in the middle. He looks a little like Jonathan, don't you think? If you change the hair and the clothes. Ishida's way of sprucing up the office, huh? So, if you look carefully, this is actually a calendar based on Snatcher. This has nothing to do with the investigation. Let me see if I can get an actual image of it. Of this calendar. Of the specific artwork. And you'll know what it's Okay. They weren't willing to show this up close, but yeah, this is the same calendar, and the guy in the middle, it's obviously Gillian Seed. And yes, we were just playing this game like on Christmas. Anyway, it changed us back to poor old Jonathan. Definitely a strong resemblance. We'll change it back to Jonathan and his funny tummy face problem. Let's look at the Figure 99.
あったぞエド。確かに T ギア99だ。
使い方は分かってるの？この端末は徳川の人間にしか使用できないって聞いてるけど。
任せとけ。偉い先生にじっくりと個人授業を受けたからな。
宇宙飛行士のな。ジョナさん、端末を使おう。
No, it's not. No, it's not. I took the entire Did that make a picture? There we go. So I'm gonna have this reference on hand, don't mind me. So let us load up. Let us use the Figure 99.
クリス、じゃあ見ててくれ。今から面白い魔法を見せてやる。
ワクワクしちゃう。
ジョナさん、電源を入れよう。
But yeah, this is the puzzle. I have to figure out how to turn the PC on my own. Can't just call. Well, let's look for the power switch. Here's the Tokugawa press. It's the kind of machine you can picture Tokugawa making. I expected the logo to be a bit bigger though. This is the keyboard. It looks like one of those new models where you can rearrange the keys. It's made out of an LCD touchscreen, so you can arrange the keys any way you like. This looks like the power button.
よし、電源を入れるぞ。
ID カードを入れてください。
Yeah. It's a slot for inserting a user ID card. Let's insert the ID card.
ジョナさん、北条の ID カードを入れるぞ。
ID card verified.
よし、ID カードのチェックをパスしたぞ。次はこのカードの使用者が本人かどうかのチェックが入る。
なんだかドキドキしちゃうわ。社員コードのチ に挙げる人物の徳川社員コードを順に選んでください。指示された人物の徳川社員コードをモニターから選び、該当する家紋をクリックしてください。
いわゆる徳川社員しか知らない暗号ってわけか。
社員コードなんてあなたたちわかるの？
任しといてくれ。予習済みだ。
Kobayakawa. I think that is might be the Asai one. No, it's Catlery. But yeah, this is the hard part of the game. This is one of the harder puzzles, and also Hazelback, right? We're playing Policenauts. I think this is the right one. Tokugawa, that one's easy. That's like this one. And if you get stuck here, you'll be stuck here for quite a while. So I guess you're gonna need to memorize these crests, or you can cheat like I'm doing. And finally, Hojo. This one. Shimazu. What is Shimazu? I wrote the wrong names. Shimazu. Oh. It was this one. That's not on the image I have here, actually. Well, it looks like Wikipedia. I have to rely on Wikipedia more. Ishta. There we go. Oh, sorry. Hold on a second.
社員コード確認しました。あなたを徳川グループ社員として認めます。やったわ。嘘みたい。
見せ物はこれからさ。
それでは CD ロムを入れてください。
Yeah, we gotta insert the CD-ROM. This is where we insert the CD. What's a vertical drive? Let's insert it.
Hojoの CD ロムを入れるぞ。
徳川製薬 DDS チームプロファー用ディスク極秘 K9-00150
CD を読み込んだぞ。
出るぞ。見ろ。
これまで徳川は皆様に数々の麻薬偽装輸送システム DDS を K シリーズ中心に提供してまいりました。 K1 から K8 までさまざまな DDS を使った麻薬の偽装に精力を注いでまいりました。しかし残念ながらこれまでの商品はナーク麻薬を公に販売、誰にでも入手可能な DDS を作り出すというコンセプトを満足させる結果には及びませんでした。しかし今回の K シリーズの最新作 DDS はこれまでのそういった問題を全てクリアしうる可能性を秘めた商品です。ナーク麻薬を安全に、そして自在に売買できる、それが徳川の新製品 ナークカプセル K9 なのです。では K9 の優れた偽装システムをご説明しましょう。ナークカプセルの特徴は、薬剤を包むカプセルのゼラチンの中にナークをプログラムしているところにあります。ですから新薬大衆薬を問わず、デザイナーズフードや機能性食品といったあらゆるものに偽装流通させることが可能なのです。つまり内容物を変えることで流通経路はどのようにもなります。病院、薬店、スーパー、内容物にあった公の販売ルートがいくらでも広がるわけなのです。ナークカプセルは封入式ではなくキャップ式になっていますので、個人でも簡単に中身を取り出すことができます。そしてもう一つの偽装安全策を用意しております。いくらカプセル側にナークをプログラムしたところで公的な市場で流通させるにはあまりにも危険です。そこで徳川の最新テクノロジーはナークそのものを科学的に2つに分離することに成功。これらを別々のカプセルにプログラムすることにより、これらのカプセルを同時に服用して初めてナークの効果が得られるようにしたわけです。私どもではこれをバイナリー麻薬と呼んでおります。カプセル自体へのプログラム A、B2 つのカプセル同時服用という2ランクの安全システムにより、偽装効果はほぼ完璧となります。これでもう麻薬取り締まりによる妨害も損失も恐れる必要はなくなりました。しかもナークカプセルは無重量化でも均等に素早く溶解する性質を持っております。宇宙での使用も問題ありません。それでは次に A、B の分離されたカプセルの見分け方をご説明しましょう。その見分け方はいとも簡単。それぞれのカプセル表面には製剤識別コードを兼ねた目印がつけてあります。この徳川のマークが目印となります。徳川の三つ葉葵の一部が欠けているのがお分かりでしょう。この欠けた部分を持つカプセルを割り符のように対にして服用するとナークとして作用する仕組みとなっています。これらはそれぞれ片方だけを服用してもナークの作用は全く現れません。したがって危惧される一般市場での事故は心配ありません。組み合わせのキャッチは徳川を一つにです。そしてこの形態ではあらゆる麻薬探知機にも反応しません。現存する探知機ではこれらを探知することは不可能なのです。いかがです。これが徳川のハイテクノロジーが生んだ DDS K9 ナークカプセルです。我々はナークカプセルを自信を持ってお送りします。どうぞこの K9 をあなたの取引に利用してみてください。皆様の良きご理解を期待しております。
なるほど。あのカプセルはやはり麻薬か。ロレインが預かったあの葉はこのトリックを伝えるものだったんだ。
徳川め、うまいこと考えやがったな。
こんなバカなことって。
これは一製薬会社だけの犯罪じゃないぜ。ましてや北条の個人プレーなんかじゃな。大きな組織がついてる。徳川にマフィア。
証拠がないぞジョンさん。相手が徳川となるとそれなりの切り札となる証拠がな。こんな CD なら誰にでも作れる。
証拠ならあるぜ。鑑識に預けたあのカプセルを調べ直そう。今度は中身ではなくカプセルの方をな。ロレインが命がけで守ったものだ。
この CD の内容が事実かどうか、もし本当なら大変なことになる。
大変だわ。こんな麻薬が私の病院から大手を振って売買されてたなんて。なんてことなの。この CD が事実なら病院だけじゃなくて
あらゆる薬にナークを隠すことができる。
薬店や薬局で売られたら 止めようがないわ。
徳川とマフィアの狙いはそこだ。クリス、K9 のサンプルがないか調べてみてくれないか。
分かったわ。でもここに置いていくほど彼らはバカじゃないと思うけど。
石田もグルだろうか。
可能性は高いな。北条側か徳川側かは分からんが。
どちらにせよ、ここにいれば K9 の正体を知らなかったはずはない。
問題は石田が北条の共犯だとすれば、徳川もマフィアも石田を消しにかかる。
BCP へ戻ろう。カプセルを調べ直すんだ。
その前にクリス、トイレ貸してもらえるか。
やっぱり下痢だったのね。はっきり言えばいいのよ。ジョナサン、後で薬をあげるわ。
徳川製薬のか。
バカで、そんなことは気にしないの。今度はしっかり手を洗ってからね。
BCP に帰ったぞ。監視課へ急ごう。
おお、おかえり。どうした、そんなに慌てて。
ビクトル、例のカプセルのトリックが分かったぞ。
カプセル？ああ、風邪薬か。
中身ではなく、中身を包むカプセル自体にナークが仕込まれていたんだ。ゼラチンの中にな。
なんと、カプセルにか。それは思いつかんかった。
しかも A と B のカプセルを同時に服用して初めてナークとなる仕掛けだ。片方の服用だけでは作用しないんだ。
バイナリー麻薬。そんなことが可能なんじゃろうか。
それを今から証明するんだ。ビクトル、例のカプセルをもう一度分析し直してくれ。
残念じゃがそれはできん。アモカプセルも AP が持っていった。あいつじゃ、レッドウッドとかいうフローズナーじゃ。
なぜ AP が？
あんたらがあいつらに頼んだんじゃないのか。わしはてっきり。
おかしいな。あのカプセルのことは AP には言ってないはずなんだが。
エド、AP へカプセルを取り返しに行こう。
取り返したらわしにも見せてくれ。
Yeah, that was quite the presentation. And so, you missed yesterday's stream, but the reason Jonathan's been having stomach problems is because I force-fed him. Okay, so at the beginning of Act 2, we went to have dinner at Ed's house with his family, and there I force-fed Jonathan all the soy milk. And it's Bonnie coming home to roost. So yeah, that's why he's been having stomach problems as of late. Anyway, we gotta go to the AP room. Thanks for your time, Victor. Let's see if we can get the capsules back.
おいエド、ちょっと来てくれんか。ヨナさん、エド、派手にやってるらしいじゃないか。いえ、徳川のパーティーを台無しにしたそうだな。
久しぶりに会ったんで盛り上がったんだ。
徳川は BCP とジョナサンを訴えるところだったんだぞ。もみ消すのに骨を折った。何度も言うが、相手は徳川だ。慎重に行動しろ。今度こういうことがあれば抑えきれん。分かったな。以上だ。さあ、置いていい。くれぐれも面倒は起こすな。やれやれ。これぐらいで済んでよかった。さあ、どうする？
Well, let's talk to Tony. Redwood's sitting over there. Let's go ask him about the capsules. It should be fun.
あんたらの探してるものはこれか？このカプセルだろ？
そのカプセル。
あの老いぼれは信用ならねえ。で、俺がここの最新設備で調べてやったんだが、何も出なかった。単なるカプセル剤だ。人騒がせな奴らだ。なく騒ぎだとはな。
どうしてそれを？
みんな知ってるさ。この騒ぎだからな。しかしとんだ猿芝居だ。
こいつ。
言わせておけ、ジョナサン。
ほらよ、返すぜ。
さあ、ビクトルに調べ直してもらおう。
待て。エド、よく見ろ。この製剤識別マーク。これはロレインから預かったカプセルじゃない。
製剤識別コードの一部が欠けてないぞ。
何言ってる。これはあのじいさんから預かったカプセルだ。間違いない。
レッドウッド、いい加減なことを言うな。
俺はあんたらと違って忙しいんだ。ビヨンド30周年記念パレードの警備の打ち合わせもしなくちゃならん。こんなつまらんことにいつまでも関わってる暇ない。じゃあ。
やられた。唯一の証拠だったのに。
くそ。この BCP に奴らの犬が。
ビクトルかレッドウッドか。
いや、味方がいるかどうかだ。
さて、あのタレコミ屋の裏は取れなかったが、どうする？
Well, we know that this is going to happen because we were warned by our informant 9 Stars that the police have been compromised. So we can't really trust anyone here. Not even Gates. Well, let's talk to him anyway. Any developments? Hey Gates. We believe the capsules we got from Hojo have been switched by Redwood. Switched? Now why would he do something like that? Are you sure you're not mistaken? I won't have you throwing accusations at my men without any proof. You can't go around accusing people without anything to back it up. How much do you trust Redwood? Redwood is an outstanding officer. I've known him since he was a boy. There may be questionable aspects to him, but that's not unusual for Frozeners. He undergoes regular psychological examination. The results say he's perfectly normal. Jonathan, I've known Redwood far longer than I've known you. I don't want to hear any more of this. If you can't trust your compatriots, then who can you trust? You can't go basing your decisions solely on speculation. As I told you before, Frozeners are the sons of us astronauts. Well, Gates is not much help here. Well, let's go down to Vice, I guess. Home sweet home. You seem like you've gotten used to Beyond, Jonathan. Let's talk to them about Tokugawa's actions. Any news on the Tokugawa front? Something's going on for sure. The monthly festival has been cancelled. Meanwhile, Pharmaceuticals is way behind schedule with their anniversary prep. There was something strange about Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals too. It was too quiet, even for the middle of the night. Capsules? What are you talking about? I don't know him that well, but I still wouldn't like to have that guy for a partner. But the chief could tell you more about him. That's true. No, I don't know him either. Meryl, did something happen between Ed and Redwood? Well, no, nothing happened. Just drop it, alright? Anyway, be careful of him. You don't know what he might be up to. Is that character design a reference to Mero? This is Mero. This is the original version of the character before she was stuck into Metal Gear Solid 1. Let's talk to Dave. What do you know about Tokugawa's actions? What did you find about the people at Tokugawa's party? Like you said, Jonathan, there were various mafias on home. Word in the street is that some big deal was going down, but it seems they've all left already. I wonder what's going on. This is Tokugawa. Guy keeps his cards close to his chest. Policenauts released in around... the PC-98 version came out around 1994, I think. And then the PlayStation and Saturn versions came out around 96, 97. But Metal Gear Solid actually was in development during this time. Even when Policenauts came out. Capsules? That reminds me. There was a call from a Chris at BCCH. She said to tell you I couldn't find those capsules anywhere. Oh well. Let's go back down to forensics one last time. What happened with the capsules? Well, let's talk to him a bit. The capsules have been switched. The ones we got back are fakes. Well, I should have never handed them over to them. Think you can make a fool out of Victor Juergens? A binary narcotic. Who would have thought? I think we were years away from that. Sorry guys, it was my fault. You gave them to Redwood personally, Victor? Yeah, it was him, no doubt about it. It must have been him that switched them. Bastard, trying to blame me. I'm sorry guys, I really am. You suspect Tokugawa really are behind these capsules? Only an organization with some hefty resources could come up with something like that. With everything Tokugawa has at their disposal, I figure it's totally feasible. I can't imagine any other company where the Mafia being able to pull it off and make it look like Tokugawa's work. It is definitely their drug code on them, but we need more proof than that. Well, I guess we're at a dead end. So, I wonder what we can do next. Without the capsules, we gotta find a new lead. By the way, this may be one of our last chances to use the shooting range if we want to just kill some time at the shooting range. But let's see if we can if anything else happens. Pick up any leads? How are things looking out there, Chief? Well, we've been everywhere. Oh, burger. Be careful eating or drinking too much of the same thing. You don't want to get diarrhea if you can avoid it. Trust me. Jonathan. Drinking nothing but milk. Just chuck down all that soy milk. From what we know, we can't conclusively prove Tokugawa is connected to the Mafia. Yeah. There's definitely more to this than some missing employee. Well, unless something happens, there's no reason to leave the police headquarters. Maybe we need to kill some time. Let's go down to the shooting range, I guess. Maybe a little practice will probably... You could probably do with something new. I'm still a pretty good shot. You're not rusty or anything. I live in LA. You can't pick up your mail there without firing off a couple shots. You're always good at shooting, I remember. I don't think I'll be pulling the trigger out here anytime soon. Well, you never know, Jonathan. I'd hope not. We don't go around shooting up places here. All of this is purely for training. Remember the VODs. I remembered, by the way, the reason why the shooting volume suddenly goes down is because I put on these earmuffs. Let's use this. If I remember right, the last one we did was combat mode. Well, let's do more combat mode, I guess. Let's just do one session and then let's go run around the police headquarters a bit. And time to bring out the mouse for real. Let's see how far I can get. Ah. You know, now that I think about it, we've been through like 3 to 4 parts of this game without an actual story shooting section. But in Snatcher, right on the first part, we had like a shooting section. We had like 2 or 3 of them. But they weren't like big shooting sections. Oops. Oh, I'm dead. Get rid of 94%, but I didn't get up to level 65. That's, oh well. Okay, combat mode. You've been going at it for a little while now. Your level was lower this time than before. The target's attacks get particularly intense between levels 50 and 56. You just have to memorize the order they appear and plan your shots accordingly. If you make it through level 56, you should be able to reach level 60. Here's a hint for combat mode. Shooting the white area of a criminal will get you 1 point, while shooting the person itself will get you 5 points. Shooting a civilian will count as a miss. Well, that's enough of that. Let's get back to things. Back you go.
自分の薬莢を拾っていけよ。
エド、訓練は
俺はいい。
単なる標的だぞ。いつまでも逃げる気か。
俺にはできない。
なるほどね。
Well, let's leave. Maybe leaving will cause an update. Also, yeah, Ed has PTSD. That's why he's afraid of picking up a gun. What are you trying to do? We gotta think things through. We could be overlooking something. Oh yeah? What were you looking? Let's see what info we can gather here. We need to plan our next move carefully now that we're not getting the capsules back. We still don't know the full picture. Well, I guess... Let's talk to people? Maybe we can... maybe we have to go back to the 8 room again. Let's talk to Gates a bit more. Hey, Gates. He was different from us before, but he's even more different now. He can be a dangerous man. He's nearly destroyed us on more than one occasion. His power here is absolute. He'll put pressure on you from every imaginable angle. I could easily be on the chopping block myself if we're not careful. There's no doubt he's involved in what's going on. I know he's connected to it. Jonathan, if you don't have any evidence, you can't say you know anything. Especially when it comes to Tokugawa. You need proof in order to act, for God's sake. Well, it doesn't look like the inquiries are going anywhere. We're not on the greatest of terms with the police there. We're trying our best to get them to move things along, but ultimately it's beyond our control. I don't know if the case is ever going to be solved at this rate. Well, showing him the CV, I don't think that showing him the CV is going to be of much help. Oh, we could try showing it anyway. Nah. We'll just walk around a bit. Let's go back to forensics, maybe. Let's talk to Victor. You don't mind looking at dead bodies every day? You don't have trouble eating? We have a famous joke in our profession. If we didn't perform the autopsy, we'd end up eating the body. Do you know how many autopsy findings are named after foods? You have any family, Victor? Just bored to hear. My work is everything to me. I want to continue doing it as long as I'm alive. What about getting rid of a body inside the colony? Say the person has been dead for several weeks. Burning it would attract too much attention. Dumping it underwater wouldn't work either. They detect the gases released during decomposition. Well, it's kind of crude, but burying it might be the best way. The colony has several meters of soil and surface areas to help protect against cosmic rays. You wouldn't smell if it was buried at least 20 to 30 centimeters down. In any case, you could never hide a body or get it out without help from the Mafia. The Mafia? What about Tokugawa? It would be extremely risky for them to get involved with something like that, but it's certainly not out of the question. Sorry guys. It must have been him that switched them. It's one of their employees and it's their capsules. There's no way they've got absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm sure they're involved in some form. I'll be back later, Doctor. My name is Victor. Home sweet home. What's that shirt you're wearing? It's from the repatriatist movement. I'm a repatriatist myself. Mankind should return to home. We don't belong out here. Jesus, Dave, not so loud. You can kiss your job goodbye if the brass family you're a repatriatist. Repatriate. That's right. They were talking about them on the news. What cast was she talking about? I've never come up with suspect not in a million years. I hate to tell you this, but we've hit a dead end. I checked all the spaceplane passenger lists for the last month, but I didn't see Hojo's name or any that looked like a possible alias. There might be a lot of truth to what the informant was saying, but I did catch one surprise. What? Redwood left on a flight for home the same day as Hojo's wife. You guys remember Tony Redwood is a Frozener? He has white blood? And the guy that and so Redwood left on a flight on the same day Lorraine came to meet Okay, so Redwood left on a flight the same day Lorraine flew to Earth to meet us. And then she was killed by a car bomb by a suspicious someone with white blood. That sounds mighty suspicious. Also, Redwood is with the bomb squad. His specialty is in defusing bombs. Redwood arrived on home on American. Redwood arrived on home on American Space Line's flight the day before Hojo's wife was killed. And apparently, the Tokugawa group paid for his ticket. I happened to sit next to him on my flight here. He said he'd gone to visit some family or something. That's weird. He's from beyond. I've never heard of him having any family on home. The possibility of his involvement in Lorraine's murder has always been at the back of my mind. It's only speculation, but he was in the position to go after Hojo's wife. You know what else? When we were on the flight with Redwood, his hand was bandaged up. I wonder who caused that. I wonder what caused that. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he really is involved with Tokugawa or the Mafia. I'll try expanding the search, but I don't know how much luck I'll have. This is a colony. It's like any spaceship. It's got all sorts of sensors and observation equipment. It's just not possible for someone to disappear like this. The informant said he's already been killed. Still, it would be impossible to hide a body here and not have it be discovered. Watch me on cop. You know, you're the first person here besides Chief and Merrill who's ever asked me that. Well, as you know, I was born here on Beyond. I've never been outside the cylinder. I became a cop because I thought I could get transferred to home. It takes time for Beyonds to obtain an immigration visa. Sometimes years. It's not easy either, with all the checks they do. You're lucky, Jonathan. I'm a pretty ordinary guy. My interests aren't that different from most anybody else's. He's very humble. Meryl, why don't you tell me about yourself? You want to know more about me? You've never asked me about myself before. Why now, all of a sudden? I'm sorry, I just never really had the chance. I'm mainly into bikes and combat. I like them, but not in that way. Of course, ever since I came here, half of me's died. You can't ride bikes in the colony. Well, you can, but only electric ones. They don't let you import gas engine models. The bike's nothing without the speed. You wouldn't be much about the military either, huh? Sorry, I'm not good at small talk. So you were in the military on home. Why'd you join? Everyone in my family was in the military. I guess that's why. I think they kinda hoped I would. Why'd you move to Beyond? I was in the Special Forces on home, but the way the world's regions were stabilizing and whatnot meant we weren't needed as much. There was no excitement in that. I was dying to see some real action. Then the government started using more and more frozeners. They ended up getting all the work. That's when I thought I'd try things here. I passed all the checks no problem, but Beyond's the same story. All those bug-eyed albino freaks. Just my luck, huh? That doesn't matter as much as how you live here now, don't you think? I still have no idea where he could be. I've checked all the list of all recent deaths and Beyond, but I didn't see anyone that might have been him. The informant said Hojo's already been killed. Yeah, I figured the same. That's why I checked the list. Well, if that means that he's dead, his body hasn't been discovered yet. I also checked the list of all ways leading Beyond, but I didn't find anything suspicious. If you wanted to, you could smuggle a body out by covering it in paraffin or chopping it up. Victor was saying the best way to hide a body would be to bury it. They've got a bunch of sensors in the ground all over the colony. Doesn't seem very likely to me. I think it'd be safer and easier to hold someone alive somewhere rather than kill them and try to dispose of the body. Victor was saying the same thing. There's not much cooperation between the police on home and VCP, so there haven't been any real developments. The OLA police is still trying to write it off as a terrorist bombing. A lot of Beyonds have been the targets of eco-terrorists lately. Apparently it was a special type of bomb that was used. What do you mean a special type of bomb? According to the report, it wasn't your everyday device. Some of the parts they picked up at the scene were only available to the military and the police, beyond any ordinary terrorist arsenal. Why would the perpetrator use parts that could be traced? As a warning. The whole thing was a warning. It's just like Dave said. On home, they're looking the other way because the victim is a beyond, while BCP isn't interested because it happened on home. Neither one is conducting a real investigation.
あ、そうだ。デカ長、ジョナサン。パイオニア10号の9スターズってやつから伝言があったわ。
パイオニア10号。
やつだ。あの AMM のタレコミや。
状況が変わった。今日のビヨンド時間04時に例のパイオニア前へ来いって。女の声だったわ。
女の声？映像は？
いえ、音声信号だけだったわ。プロテクトされてたから録音もできなかったし。
奴は女だった？
わからない。機械的に音声を変調してたかもしれない。
最近のプロテクトって強烈なんだ。BCP なんかより一般の技術の方が進んでるんだ。
ホームなまりは？
そういえばあったかも。
そうか。
どうしたエド？
いや、一つ気になることが。
エド、今度こそ奴を捕まえようぜ。ナークカプセルがなくなった今、頼りは奴しかいない。
デカ長、そろそろ僕らの出番かな。
まあ待ってろ。
ヨナさん、いつでもいいよ。あんたの助けならいつでも OK さ。
ありがとうデイブ。その時は頼む。
ああ、任せてくれ。
By the way, so if you're still here, Meryl's voice in Policenauts is the same voice in Metal Gear. I think Kyoko Terase is her name. It's the same Japanese voice from Policenauts to Metal Gear Solid 1 and 4. Let's save here just in case. I don't want a game to suddenly crash and then have to do all this stuff all over again. Let's get to A&M. Our guy must be in trouble. By the way, also, just a warning. This game is just like Snatcher. It has graphic violence, so it's not as bad as Snatchers, but just a heads up. I'm worried about the informant. We better hurry. Alright, let's get to A&M. Just to keep that in mind. Again, there is still graphic violence in this game, even if it's watered down. So, drive. A&M.
よし、タレコミ屋が待ってる。AMM へ向かうぞ。
今度こそ正体をつかんでやる。
夜の AMM か。不気味だな。
おかしいな。奴らしくない。こんな寂しいところを指定してくるとは。
状況が変わったとか言ってたが、何かあったんだろ
う。とにかく嫌な場所だ。昼間にぎやかな博物館ほど、夜は気味が悪い。
That's our car. I turn off the lights to help us stay low. It gonna be alright out here at this time? What if someone tries to mess with it? This ain't home. No one here would do that to a police car. Everyone behaves themselves, do they? Well, it's A&M. It won't be open at this time of night. You think he's really here? After how careful he was last time? Something's obviously come up. Something that can't wait. It definitely looks closed. Can we go inside?
なんだ 鍵がかかってないぞ。
当たり前だ。俺たちはナインスターズのご招待だぞ。
なるほど、奴を待たせてしまったな。
ナインスターズか。ふざけたやつだ。今度こそ正体を暴いてやる。
行こう、ジョンさん。サンゴホールだ。誰もいない。
気味悪いな。静かすぎて。
Well, this is. Do you like museums at night when nobody's around? We're like cat burglars now. Let's visit the Beyond Corner.
Beyond コーナーだ。見ろ、俺たちの首が切り取られてる。
悪質ないたずらをする奴らがいるな。
嫌な予感がする。早くナインスターズを探そう。
It looks like it's been cut with a laser cutter. Whoever did this went to a lot of trouble. I don't think it was a bunch of high schoolers who did this. This is clearly aimed at us, as some kind of threat. Save for this one. It's a nice clean cut. Well, uh-oh. Let's visit the moon corner.
月面コーナーだぞ。静かだ。本当に月面にいるようだ。
何か気配がしないか、エド。
This looks like a suit the informant is wearing. It doesn't look like the informant's inside here, does it? No, it's just a figure. Well, let's go to the space corner.
探査コーナーだ。
この宇宙服、あの垂れ込み屋の。
ジョンさん、首がない。俺たちポリスノーツの人形と同じだ。
パイオニアのプレートにも何か書いてある。
その宇宙服にも書いてあるぞ。
Well, I think this is our man. Well,
胸に何か書いてある。
この件から手を引け、ポリスノーツだとさ。
俺たちへの脅しか？
どうしたジョナサン、座り込んで。
いや、ちょっと調べ物さ。
this is someone's attempt at a threat. Well, this is real blood. I think this was our guy. Or what's left of him anyway. Inside the case that's on display some messages. I suppose you could call them that was in the space extraterrestrials that might be out there. Yeah. But that's not important now. It's the record that was placed in the Voyager probes. Yeah.
ジョナサン、血だ。人間の血だ。
なんだ？血が太陽系を指してるぞ。これは何かのメッセージだ。
木星のあたりか。木星？
あのホログラムだ。あそこに太陽系がある。
それだ。後ろのホログラムを見てみよ
う。Well, I hope you guys are ready.
ジョンさん、おかしいぞ。
どうかしたか？
惑星が一つ多いんだ。惑星が10個浮いてる。
一つ多いって？ なんだろうこの惑星。これだけホログラムじゃない。
よくわからん。何か動いてるぞ。石だ。なんてこった。垂れ込み屋は石田だったのか。
これは見ろ、この惑星の形。上から見るとちょうど石田の家紋供養になる。ナインスターズってのは石田の家紋、つまり社員コードだったんだ。そうか、王城のホワイトボードにあったマークはこの供養だったんだ。
ジョナサン、感心してる場合じゃないぞ。徳川の殺人マスキートだ。俺たちも石田のように一滴も残らず血を吸い取られるぞ。
罠か。
ジョナサン、マスキートが攻撃してきたぞ。撃ち落とせ。放っておけばどんどん血を吸われるぞ。
Oh no, we have to fight mosquitoes. How are we supposed to shoot mosquitoes with a gun?
ダメだ、キリがない。
ジョナサン、逃げよう。このままではやられてしまう。
Let's get out of here. Let's move. Portal.
ロビーだ。どうする？入り口まで走るか？
ダメだ。こいつらを外に漏らすと大変だ。
じゃあどうする？犠牲になれとでも？
何か方法があるはずだ。考えろ。考えるんだ。
マスキートのセンサーは？
単純なものだ。蚊と同じで CO2 を感知して寄ってくるようプログラムされている。
ということは、俺たちの吐く息の他に CO2 を多く含んだものがあれば、
うまくいけばそれでマスキートを一箇所に集められる。
この AMM で CO2 を含んだの。確か最初に来た時説明を聞いたような気がする。
CO2 か。ドライアイスがあればいいが。
ドライアイスはないだろう。
よし、 CO2 を含んだものを探そう。
What about this coral reef here?
このサンゴはどうだ？石灰質だ。
そうだ、いいぞジョナサン。サンゴは大量に CO2 を吸収してる。うん、このサンゴ礁を溶かそう。そうすれば CO2 が発生する。
どうやって？
塩酸で溶かす。塩酸。
酸なんてどこにある？
どこかにあるはずだ。酸、あるいは酸を触媒として使う何かが。
強い酸ならいいんだな。
そうだ、ここは博物館だ。何かきっとあるはずだ。探そう。
Let's look for something with acid. Let's go to the moon corner.
月面コーナーだ。撃て、ジョナサン。
Come on. Somebody's inside the suit and shooting at us. Yeah, sorry for the flashing lights. Unfortunately, that's the game is just like that with these shooting mechanics. I should put a warning every time I stream a game. Come on. Come on. As I detect my gun on the screen. You're a jerk, I know. There we go.
やったか。まずはな、ジョナサン。早く逃げよう。マスキートが追ってくる。
しかしエド、本当に撃てないんだな。
すまん。援護はできん。
白い血だ。こいつら何者だ。
ただのチンピラではないことだけは確かだ。消火器。これは酸アルカリ型の消火器だな。
ああ、説明書にそう書いてある。
酸アルカリ型は中心の硫酸と外側の炭酸ナトリウムを反応させて使うんだ。
つまり俺たちの求める酸が手に入ったわけだ。しかしそんな手間はいらないぞ。消火器を使えば二酸化炭素を発生させられる。
見てみろ。ジョナサンの弾が長弾して外側の炭酸ナトリウムが漏れてしまってる。消火器としては使えんだろう。
さっきの打ち合いでか。それじゃ酸としても
大丈夫だ。中の硫酸は漏れてないようだ。
よし、外すぞ。よいしょっと。あ、手が滑る。
ジョナサン、ロビーへ急ごう。消火器を投げる。中心を撃ち抜いてくれ。
分かった。射撃なら任せろ。何万年も閉じ込められていた古代の CO2 だ。
やったぞ。うまくいった。ジョナサン、今のうちに脱出しよう。
よし、扉を閉めてこいつらを隔離するぞ。
Well, that was a thing.
危うく奴らの罠にはまるところだった。
BCP に連絡して中に閉じ込めたマスキートの処理を頼もう。街に出たら大惨事だ。
これまでの状況を考えると、石田が北条をそそのかして徳川のナークカプセルを横流ししていたようだな。
うん。ちょっと整理してみようか。石田は BCCH 出向の件で会社に対して不満を持っていた。
もちろん金もあるだろうが、徳川への怨恨もあったろ
う。そこで石田はこれまでの K シリーズに目をつけた。新製品である K9 のサンプルを BCCH の薬局を利用して売りさばいていたんだ。徳川に内緒で。
徳川もバカじゃない。ナークカプセルが外に漏れるとすぐにわかる。おそらくナークカプセルを徳川から購入しようとしていた組織の連中も不審に思ったはずだ。
組織を通さず 市場の末端にナークカプセルが取引されることを最も嫌うのは彼らだからな。
つまり石田たちは徳川と組織の両方から命を狙われていた。
北条は行方不明になり、恐ろしくなった石田は俺たちに助けを求めてきた。
徳川と組織が相手じゃ、あいつには勝ち目はない。
石田は俺たちを使ってビヨンドを離れるつもりだったんだ。しかしどうしてあの時奴の声に気がつかなかったんだ。ホームナマリが引っかかってたんだ。
なまり？
メリルが電話を取った時、ホームナマリがあったと言っていたな。
それが
石田は根っからのビヨンズだ。ホームナマリはない。それでタレコミ屋は石田ではないと確信してたんだが、
まんまと石田にはめられたってわけか。
情けないがな。しかし何か判然としない。
どちらにせよ石田はまずい立場になった。徳川や組織を敵に回し法も犯している。
あの宇宙服で姿を隠して現れたのもそのためだろう。
そして石田は口を封じられた。
しかしあの時の男と石田が同一人物だという確証は？
あの時男が着ていた宇宙服は間違いなく首なし死体が着ているものと同一だ。
同一？
男とコンタクトした時、こっそり宇宙服に印をつけておいたんだ。
印？
タバコで服をちょっと焦がしたのさ。
なるほど。そのくわえタバコも役に立つことはあるんだな。さっき調べたのはそれか？で、あったか？
印は確かにあった。中にいた人物が石田であったかどうかまでは確証できないが、同じ宇宙服であることは言える。
まず石田と思って間違いはないだろ
う。カプセルを持ち出した北条は行方不明となり、カプセルを売りさばいた石田も殺された。
石田の言っていた奴らって？
麻薬絡みの組織か徳川、あるいはその両方か。
それも AMM に転がっている死体の身元を調べれば明らかになる。
野の道奴らに雇われた殺し屋たちだろう。俺たちが追っているのは背後で操っている黒幕だ。しかし俺たちをおびき出した女って。
ジョナサン、
どうした？
ポリスカーの下を見ろ。誰かが細工してる。おい、お前、そこで何をしてる？
奴だ。ロレインを殺した男だ。今度こそ逃がさん。エド、行くぞ。
よかった。まだ細工されていない。あのバイク、ここでは違法のガソリンエンジンだ。追いつけるかどうかわからんぞ。
何としても追いつくんだ。
なんてこったい。こいつはただでは済まなくなったぞ。ジョナサン、市民だけは撃つなよ。追いついたぞ、ジョナサン。
よし、やつめ、見せろ。
ジョナサン、落ちるなよ。
エド、もっと近づけろ。
これ以上は無理だ。なんとかしろ。
But guess what? We got another shooting scene. And he shoots back. You look. Ow, 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 ow.
ってるんだ。確かに命中してるはずなのに。
ジョナサン、まずい。生活エリアに入るぞ。
The game is pretty generous with healing you between phases, yeah. I mean, it has to. There's... Because, you can get pretty painful. Especially if you're trying to shoot on a gamepad or a mouse or a light gun. An actual light gun is ideal. Ow.
やった。いいぞ。まずい。
くそ、大丈夫かエド。
いててて、くそ、やつはどこだ。
バイクを置いて逃げた。走れるかエド。
大丈夫だ。さあ行こう。リニアレールの駅だ。やつめ、どこへ逃げた。
リニアレール。
反発式磁気浮上方式のハイスピードインテリジェントビヨンド交通システムだ。最高速度時速500キロ。コロニー内の全域をカバーしている。
Oh, it's the Japanese bullet train. Well, before we do anything, let's save.
Miro. 白い血。奴の血だ。駅の方へ伸びてる。
ビクトリーに分析してもらおう。AP のどの部隊の誰の人工血液かわかるはずだ。
エド、採取しておいてくれ。
I never saw that.
よし、採取したぞ。
やつね、この辺りに隠れてるはずだ。もう動けんだろうしな。
うん、この辺りを探そう。
This is Policenauts. It's a convenience store. You might be inside there. You ready to make some move? You might be behind there. These are the stairs leading up to the station. I don't see any blood on them. You must still be down here. What? You might be hiding behind there. Whatever you do, don't hit a civilian. This is his blood. He should be around here somewhere. Stay on your guard. What? There's some bushes here. He could definitely be in there. There's some bushes here. You're anyone who's at the station. He can't go anywhere. Let's take a look around here.
Jonathan, やつだ。柱の影だ。
あ。
なんてやつだ。撃っても撃ってもヒルマン。やつは不死身なのか。
おそらく麻薬中毒者だろう。もう一回よ。ジョナサン、急げ。リニアレールが来たぞ。やつはあれに乗るつもりだ。
エド、車で先回りだ。メリルたちに連絡を。
わかった。メリル、 レイム、聞こえるか？
そんなに怒鳴らなくても聞こえるわデカ長。
ちゃんとモニターしてますよ。
今どこにいる？
生活エリアの B ブロックよ。
犯人を追跡中だ。星はリニアレールに乗るらしい。セントラルポート駅だ。次の駅で待機してくれ。
了解。5分で着くわ。
頼むぞ。
任せといて。面白くなってきたわねデイブ。ボックスハウンド時代を思い出すわ。
ああ、僕ももうじきこのハンバーガーも食い終わる。
Yeah, it's like time
奴
crisis.
を追いかけよう。
Let's go. Let's finally move. Go inside.
行くぞ。ジョナサン、ホームに上がろう。今なら奴に追いつける。
けど乗車切符はどうする？
俺のポリスバッジは非接触切符に対応してる。
なるほど、ただ乗りの常習犯か？
俺にぴったりくっついていれば通り抜けられる。行こう。駅のホームだ。人が大勢いる。気をつけろ。
奴はどこだ？
改札は一つしかない。ホームか列車にいるはずだ。
奴の結婚もない。
It says him? No. It's a passenger. She looks like an office worker. It says him? Those are passengers waiting for a train. I don't see him among them. This isn't him. Where is he? It's a woman. Looks like she just got off the train. Where is he?
まずい、列車が出るぞ。どうする？乗るのか？ダメだ。奴が乗ったかどうかわからん。
That's one of the linear's doors. Do you go inside? Maybe I must. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot to read that. There's a local R line train. It goes around the circumference of the colony. That monitor doesn't have to follow the train lines, so this line goes around in a circle. There are two types of train lines on Beyond, the oval lines and the circle lines. The oval lines go around each of the three circle stripes, while the circle lines go between circle stripes. This is a circle line. The next station is South Garden. That monitor displays the timetable of the linears. The departure bell's going off. Let's get on the train. Wait, we don't know if he got on or not. Come on, Jonathan. The guy after is wearing a bike suit. This isn't him. Where is he? Where is he indeed? This one's nearest the turnstiles. Those are turnstiles. Those are the only turnstiles. He had to have come in through there. Something's happening. Oh.
みんな、捨てろ！奴はリニアレールに乗ったぞ。急げ、扉が閉まる。
Let's get on. Get on the train now.
よし、ジョナサン、列車の最後尾に乗り込むぞ。警察だ、落ち着いて。
やつめ、どこだ？
This is his blood. It leads to the next car. Look at all this. He must be losing a lot. We've almost got him. He's got a lap on his back. He's probably on his way home from work. This guy's very sleepy. He's an elderly salaryman. Probably got a weak heart. Don't do anything to scare him. Salaryman? What's that? Yeah, basically it refers to a businessman who works for a company. They call them salarymen in Japan. Almost all of them pick one company for life and stay with it until they retire. They're very loyal to their company. It becomes a part of their life. Their attitude towards work is different from Westerners. I could never do something like that. There's something else Tokugawa's brought onto the colony? He must be busy if he's taking his work home with him. Yeah, I could never do that either, not gonna lie. That's a salaryman. Another dark-suited salaryman. Most of the people who wear this kind of suit are Tokugawa employees. Are there that many of them? Tokugawa controls a good chunk of the businesses on the colony. Is it a salary woman? It's a middle-aged woman. She's reading a magazine. He's wearing a suit. He's probably a salaryman. That's not him. There's another. It feels like being back in Japan. That's the car's door. We can see the next car from here. Go to the next car.
よし、次の車両へ行くぞ。警察だ、みんな落ち着いて。
何か妙だな。静かすぎる。
見ろ、血がここで途切れてる。奴はこの車両にいるはずだ。
That's not him. That's just a salaryman. There's something funny about this guy. Let's try talking to him.
バイク姿の男はどっちへ行った？
知らん。何も知らん。私は関係ない。
何か変だぞ、この男。
This guy's wearing a bike suit. Maybe he's taking off his helmet? I think he was a little bigger than this.
おい、君。さっき男が入ってきただろ。君と同じバイクスーツを着た。
知らねえよ。俺は何も見ちゃいねえ。本当だよ。
妙に強調するな、こいつ。
Something's off here. Everybody looks scared. More of his blood in here.
奴の血だ。やはりここで途切れてる。ほら、痕跡を細工した跡がある。
He's a young man. He looks like that girl's boyfriend, not him.
君、バイク姿の男は見なかったか？
構わないでください。お願いします。
She must be that guy's girlfriend. It looks like she's shaking.
お嬢さん、協力してくれないか？さっきこの車両に男が逃げ込んできたはずだ。
助けて。
助けて？エド、変だぞ。
What's with these people? Those are news monitors. You can get newspapers from home on them. I know this is all new and exciting for you, but we've got other things to focus on right now. It's a middle-aged man. He's wearing a suit. This isn't him. Is it just me or is he shaking? Maybe he's cold? No, I think they're all scared. Those are HD screen ads. They're also used for displaying information and broadcasting TV shows. This guy looks mighty suspicious. But let's talk to this guy first.
あんた、俺たちの前にこの車両に来た男を知らないか？コートの虎。なんだって？コートがどうした？
コートが。いや、いいんだ。
They're all acting weird. Yeah, seriously. What exactly is going on here? He's not wearing a helmet. He's got a coat on. That isn't him. That guy over there said something about a coat.
そこの君、バイク姿の男を見なかったか？
知らない。そこの男の子のことじゃないのか。
Every one of them's bananas. This guy sounded suspicious. He sounded like Kanto Shiozawa. Strand Type game comes out the day after System Shock 2 remastered on the day of Space Marine 2 Siege Mode. Looks like we'll both be busy with new stuff. Ace Detectives, LOL. Did I already read out that in this economy and employment for it, but it doesn't sound that bad? Well, I've seen Salaryman when I was visiting Japan. It's not as exciting as it sounds. I guess if anything, stable income is something.
見てないんだな。
ああ、窓の外を見ていたから。
This guy is suspicious. He sounds like Kanto Shiozawa, and he looks very shady. He's wearing a coat. I guess that can't be him. No, this is definitely him. There's a window at the door. I don't see anyone else who looks like him.
どうした？何か知ってるのか？
I visited Japan 2 times. Maybe he's cold without a coat. There's that other guy wearing a coat there. Yeah, I visited Japan a while back, but I don't have time to elaborate because we're about close to end time for the stream.
So はずはないだろう。この白い血は。
俺たちはこの血を追ってきたんだ。
俺は関係ない。死にたくない。
ジョナサン、みんな様子がおかしいぞ。奴に脅かされてるのかもしれん。
つまり奴はこの車両にいる。
奴のヘルメットはどこへ行ったんだろう。かさばるもののはずだが。
どうした？あんた変だぞ。
ほっといてくれ。私を巻き込まんでくれ。
It took you guys this long to figure out that he's being threatened?
ジョナサン、あのヘルメット。奴はそこだ。動くだ。待ってくれ。撃つな。私の子供だ。バイクの男がその子にヘルメットをかぶせたんだ。何？男は左のコートを着たやつだ。左のコート？ジョナサン、やつは。
Right.
そう。やつは人間じゃない。普通ならくたばってるぞ。急げ。次の駅に着いちまうぞ。
We're still going, but it's 3:58. You guys want to resolve this entire thing, or do you want to continue? Do you want to continue this some other time? We're gonna end on this cliffhanger here. Jonathan is a bullet sponge. So is that guy, apparently. What do you think? You want to? You do need to see Baby Valley? Okay, that's gonna do it for the call. I'm gonna call for this stream. Let's save here. I know this is a cliffhanger. We haven't resolved this scene yet. This is actually the very end of Act 2, but there's still a bunch of more sections that we have to go through, and I don't think we'll be able to resolve that. But we're definitely not resolving that in like 2 minutes. So yeah, thanks everybody for showing up. We're gonna continue more Policenauts next. Unless something weird happens, we're gonna be continuing more Policenauts next Saturday. Also, Canada Day is coming up, and so is July 4th apparently. But anyway, I don't want to keep Lemmy waiting too long, so tomorrow. And I will see you guys then, and we will finally figure out if this guy really, who this guy with the white, mystery man with the white blood really is. But, it's very obviously Tony Redwood. It sounds just like him. Yeah, have a good week.